Are we going to have those who are in these schools that are not looking too good be at the summit to relay their experience, including those from, say, the teacher training colleges, who will be willing to tell us what are the challenges you're facing there? What should be done? Do we have this kind of people?
Absolutely. There is a session for teachers.
Okay.
And again, a design workshop. We even have embedded students in our educational system today in many of the sessions.
Okay.
So that it's a case of what's your experience. This student says, this is my experience. Ma, sa, why is this child or this student experiencing XYZ in the educational system today? So definitely the teachers are going to be involved.
And sorry, I wanted us to also ask if we'll be focusing more on the kinds of system in our education sector, vocational training or vocational education, polytechnic, and of course university education, so that people can know at least where they can fit in, because it seems to us as a people that what we are concerned about is just the university education.
Definitely. There's a session on vocational and technical education, both at plenary level and at the design workshop level. So all of these key areas. I mean, the people who are behind this summit are seasoned education reformers, and they are not just talking, they walk the talk. Many of them are out in our system today trying to do things in their own little ways to make sure that we do not ignore this elephant-size problem that we have as a nation.
How do they get to the stage, to the extent that we just de-emphasize the importance of vocational training and technical education? I wonder, I don't know if we still have technical colleges in the country.
You know why it's that way? The same thing that went wrong with vocational technical education is what went wrong with teacher education. Because if my child, my daughter or my son goes to a university, they start at level 8 in the civil service.
Civil service.
If my child goes to a technical, a polytechnic, gets an HND, or they go to a college of education, they start at level 7. And so I'm thinking, what more? I mean, why would I want my child to go in that direction when they could go in this direction?
And once the government had to come into that disparity and said they were going to fix all of those anomalies, but
it hasn't been fixed yet. It has to be fixed. We have to elevate the skills that we want. Whatever we want to promote, we have to elevate them. I was talking last night about Finland. They just decided, okay, scratch any standardized testing. We don't even want to get involved in it anymore. Let's just focus on this child and his or her talent and give them the education that they, we believe that they need. So that when I am a musician and I have a music teacher who focuses on me, and the government is making sure that my music teacher is happy and they are comfortable and they're well paid, so they can devote their time to my education. And then all of a sudden they just found that and the Finnish government didn't even know that that would be the result. They just felt standardized testing narrows the students' knowledge, because all of a sudden teachers are teaching to the syllabus so that they can pass the standardized test. So throw those out, and they did. So after a while they said, well, let's even see if this system is working. Put them side by side with the American kids. They trounced them. All right. You do not have your system is homogeneous. That meaning you don't have blacks in your system. So that may be why you're successful. All right, fine. So what about let's do Norway? They're like us. They trounced the Norwegians. In fact, it's common knowledge now. When somebody asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you just say, well, maybe somebody from Finland, but I don't know, because that guy from Finland probably knows the answer. And it was an overhaul, a major overhaul that got them there.
So that issue of the government, the role of the government and policy would really be like a main focus in this summit.
It is, yeah. Again, there's, like I told you, the people who put this together, and I've got to give it to the chairs of the committees that I work with. Mrs. Alero Otobo is a reformer at heart. So all of these things are things that she and her team of reformers have been focusing on over the years. So this is now an opportunity, for us to say, let the government hear this. Let's work together and make sure that our educational system gets where it's supposed to be. We're going to be looking at technology. How can we use technology to reduce the failure rate in WAEC? How can we use technology to increase access in our universities? I think I've mentioned it on this show before. I've been working with Obafemi Awolowo University and Ahmadu Bello University to take their courses online, working with one of the educational technology firms, EduTech, in this country. Bright minds, bright Nigerians are working on the ground to make sure that the system is revolutionized. We need the government to come and stand alongside us and make it happen.
All right, should be interesting. Thank you, Prof, for coming on this morning again.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll return after the break. Please join us again.